Today we're going to be making a large scale up to A2 portfolio from a large fruit box which you'll find at any supermarket or greengrocer that gets fruit in bulk. Anyway, the materials, I have a box over here. Here's my foot for comparison of size. I guess it's a bit over 1 metre. The actual, once you cut this box down, it's probably about 2 or 3 metres, probably a good 3 metres around. I've actually made 2 portfolios from this one which is in process right here, and one which I've completed over here. The one which I've completed over here, I'll show you how it works. Basically you have the lids, flip open. Now inside I have one big sheet which I've cut holes into, and then just put my electrical tape around, and that basically binds this top board to the bottom board. The top board just follows the natural crease and folds open. Inside there we have artworks that I have done. Some of the ones on the bottom, as I said, are A2. There's some stencils that I've got sitting there that I've used, and yeah, basically in process this just folds down like that, folds over like that, and then you can just pick this up and put it somewhere safely out of the way. It's a nice safe way of keeping your artwork good without any of the problems of tattered corners and things that will destroy your artwork. And this is a hell of a lot cheaper than the hundreds of dollars portfolios, which are the professional jobs that would take artwork of this size. So, as you can see, this is a fruit box here, half-ton produce bin I believe this one's called, and I've just made the one piece of thing there, like that. I've cut it, when I've cut this, I've basically cut it so that on the sides here, there's a bit of a gap, and a bit of a gap, because when this closes over, one there and one there, you want it to be able to close like that, and you want it to be able to actually close over the board in question. Down here, as I said, I have cut some holes. You just have to make sure you line these holes up and just cut them. Me personally, I always use my favourite scalpel, which I use for stencils and everything. You might want to use a hobby knife or something a bit more sturdy, but basically you just cut and cut through, and after it's cut through you basically keep scoring until you go through. Be careful what's underneath, because you don't want to break anything underneath or cut a tabletop or something like that. Use a nice workbench or another piece of cardboard that's disposable. Anyway, once that happens, the tricky bit is getting tape like this, which is just packaging tape that I have here, and just binding it up and getting it through. This is a bit of a tedious and frustrating process, but eventually you should have some nice joins that look like this. This will create a hinge. You just have to fold this board a few times until it starts hinging like so, and it'll just hinge nicely like that. Creates that, and that's the basic design. Now, hopefully you'll be able to follow this and make yourself a portfolio, which will save you a few $100s. Those things aren't cheap, and this is very cheap. Cost of materials is a free box, and the fruit and veg shop is going to get rid of anyway. Some packaging tape and a nice sturdy blade to put it together. And you put your artwork in, and if you'd like, instead of standing on it like I'm doing now, you can bind it up with something like a large sash or a piece of rope or something like that. That will keep the lid down, and then you can stash it on the shelf or under your bed. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on how to make your own cheap large-scale art portfolio. Thank you for watching, and I hope to do another tutorial